welcome back to our next lecture on learning Autodesk Inventor. In this video we are going to continue with drawing mode, and we're going to make a quick example so you can have a refresh on the things that we learned by far. Okay, so let's go and open a new file, go create, and now we go and find an example. Let's find a one from our projects that we have done by far. So let's go and use this electric motor. I think this looks like a good example. Okay, so I'm gonna make this from the side view. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, that's just fine. Let's add here the front side, here the okay. So I think that's good. Click OK, and now we have here our electric motor. So what are we gonna do now? We are gonna learn more about the dimensions, and we are gonna learn how to edit the dimension style, which I didn't explain in the previous lecture. So I'm gonna go right ahead and explain about that. So let's go to dimensions, and let's say I want to have the dimension of this line here, and just click here, and now we have this tree here. So these brackets mean that the value will be generated automatically. We cannot change that. But what we can do is we can add some text behind the value and in front of the value. So let's say I want this, I know that this is in millimeters, and I'm going to type millimeters. If I go OK, now we have millimeters. But if I make another dimension, for instance, let's make it here. Okay, so this is radius. I'm not gonna edit dimension that. Let's make a dimension for this line here. Okay, so you can see it's 49, but we don't have the millimeter units because we edited this manually. So I want every time when I make a dimension to see the units behind that. How am I gonna do that? Okay, let's delete these. Of course, we could also add in front. So let's type the length of the bottom. I think this should be with double T. Okay, so we can add any text you want. You can add any symbol you want, but we want so every time when we make a dimension to see the unit behind it. How are we going to do that? Very simple. Just go with a right click and edit dimension style. You can also make a new dimension style, but we are going to make an edit on that. So let's wait a little bit. And okay, here we are. So this is our default.iso. Of course, you can see there are many other options for the center mark, for the balloons, for the standards, for lawyers, ladders, parts lists, and many other things. But we're not going to go and explain all of them. Let's focus first on the dimensions option. We have the default ISO standards. So this is in millimeters. That's good. I want this to see with a period. And of course, hit unit string displayed. Now let's go to the other option here. I want this also to be millimeters. Let's make this with a period and unit strings. Check that to display. Now I can change the line type. I can make it a dashed, continuous, and many other options here. And of course I can make the array filled, I can make none, open, blank, and many other options. Of course there's also for the text, for the stars and stuff like that. I can make it when it's linear. I can change it. I can make it parallel. I can make it inline. I can change it in any way I want. So when I have a diameter, when we have a circle, we can put it inside, outside, or we can use another ladder like this. The same goes for the radius. Okay, let's say I want the radius to be shown like this. And okay, let's leave it like that. So I have tolerances, options, nodes. So this is the through hole option. Let's say I want to, whenever I make a hole, I don't want to see this through, but let's add another text just to show you how that works. Let's make all instead of through, remember that. So when I edit all these, I can just go ahead and save them, save and close, and now you can see we have the units behind that. But if I go and make, unfortunately I don't have any holes right here because I wanted to show you the edit that we made for the holes. Okay, so let's not concern about that right now. So what can we do next? We edit this. Now we have our units. So let's go and make a retrieve model. I want this model right here. So I have now all the dimensions. Let's go OK. And of course now you can see we have all of these dimensions. So let's go and make an arrangement. An arrange. Let's click arrange and select all the dimensions. Right click and hit enter. And now we have all the dimensions. It still looks pretty messed up because you don't make all the dimensions in only one view. You can add some of them in this view, some other in this view, and some other also in this one here. Okay, so let's go to part list, but because it's only one part, we will see only one row because it is as a whole. So we won't see any parts because there are no more parts to it. We can of course edit also the part list style. We can add, just like we explained in the previous lecture, we can add some columns, we can add the text styles, the header, the line spacing, but I am not gonna make any changes. Let's cancel this first, and let's say I want to delete some of these dimensions so it looks a little bit more clear. Let's delete all these. I think I didn't delete them. Okay, now they are deleted. So let's add more dimensions to this, but this time I'm gonna make them manually. I'm gonna add a dimension for this one here and click OK. But let's say I don't want to see them vertically, but I want to see these horizontally. How am I gonna do that? Let's go to right click, edit, dimension style. Okay, and now we need to go to the let's just see here. Okay. Oh, I can see we cannot do that. Oh yeah, we can do that. So let's choose that option and click save and close. And now we have it on the horizontal direction. So sometimes you you use this option, sometimes you don't. It depends on you. Let's go and add another tool. Let's make a center for this circle. Let's add a center line between these two. What can we do else? We can add some random dimensions, but let's add it to the other model here. Of course we can add some balloons, but just like I said, this is only one part and we can make only one balloon. So let's make it here, click continue. So this is the only part, and this is the part list. To explain that better, I'm going to open another file. Let's not save this one. Let's go another one. Let's open my standard, and I'm gonna open another one. Not for my project folder. I'm gonna choose okay, let's add this benchwise here. Open it, and once again we will have these warnings that this is not in our project, but don't worry about that, just skip them. Okay, let's place it here, another view here, and click OK. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna add this part list table. You select your part, your model, select it, and click OK. Now you add it anywhere you want. Once again we have this warning, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so we have here the part numbers, we have the names, the description. Of course I can change these. Let's say I want to remove the description, I want to add the author. Let's add that, the check date, the material, title, subjects, but I'm just gonna leave it right now as it is. Okay, and again I didn't do this myself, I just took it from the internet, so I just can explain, so I can use it as an example to explain you. So what were we to do? I think I wanted to explain the balloon option, because in the previous lecture we explained it just very short. And okay, I want to add this one. Let's select all of them. And now we add the place where you want to see the balloons. Okay, click OK. So this is our first part. This is the second part, the third part, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 8. Now you can see in the table, you can read what these parts are. So the first part is the base-wise. So you can see this is the base-wise. Okay, now you'll see to the second balloon, and you just see where it heads. So this is the sliding jaw. The third one is what? The third one is the collar. And as you can see, this is the quantity. So this is the number of the item, but this is the quantity. So we used only one base jaw, only one sliding jaw. Base wise, sorry. Only one sliding jaw, only one collar. But we use 2 jaw plates. Where can we see the jaw plates? Number 4. Where's number 4? Okay, so this is number 4. Of course, we can make another balloon if we want here. Let's click Auto Balloon, select the view. I will select all of it. And let's select all of it. Okay, I think I cannot do that because I have done it already. So let's make only one balloon. Let's make it for the 4 number. So we can see actually now from the top view where that part is. So you can see here, this is the jaw plate. Okay, so let's go and explain a little bit more about the dimensions. We explained the dimension styles and stuff like that. So now let's make a hole in a thread. Select this here, and let's select this one here as well. Okay, now as you can see, we have this kind of a style here. Let's say I want to change that. I want to go edit dimension style, and I want to see it only on horizontal, not in this alignment here. So what do I need to do next? Let's go to options and go to the no. Okay, here we are. So for the circle, I wanted to see like this. Or let's edit this. Let's make it horizontal, save and close. And I think I need to edit it one more time. Oh, that's for radius, okay. So let's make this here. Save and close. I will delete this. And now I will make a radius here, and now you can see now it works, because that's a different tool that I did. We need to add them from the dimensions tool. Okay, but if I were to add a dimension, let's say inside the circle, I can just go and place it here, but let's not do it because that's just a small hole. Okay, just like we explained all of these in the previous lecture, there are not much more things to explain left. And so let's put some text here. Let's put Autodesk Inventor, and let's say created by. Now I will add a custom properties. No, I will add the properties of the drawing, the author, let's say. Okay, so insert it. Now we have this parameter here, created by the date of the creation. Let's add another. Now we have to go to custom properties because we did that last time. The date, what do we want to add? Let's go to properties model, because now we have our model. Let's go to author and model design by, insert it, and now we can go and click OK. So we have this this note right here. So Autodesk Inventor created by PC style. I need to change that because my computer name is on PC style, but my real name is not. So my name is Gora. Okay, let's copy this and paste it on other fields like this: engineer, authority, status. Okay, let's click OK. Now it has changed to my name. So the date, And then we have the model, which is this model here, which is designed by the author here. Okay, so what can we explain more about the drawing mode? Of course, there are many more things which we still need to learn, but we are not gonna cover them because this is just a elementary introduction about Inventor. We are not gonna go into deep details. To do that, we will make another course on a higher level for Autodesk Inventor. So I think that's it for this lecture and for this section. In the next section, we are going to continue with the presentation mode. We are going to learn how to make an exploded view, and then when we finish the presentation mode, we are going to go back again on the drawing mode, and we are going to learn how to make the dimensioning of an exploded view. But for now, we are finished with the drawing mode. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next lecture. Goodbye.